What's up, everybody? Fresnoguillermo, Super Bowl edition. I had to sneak into my bathroom here to make my pick because my wife's not going to be happy with it. That's a little bit of foreshadowing. Did not post a video for the league championships, NFC championship, AFC championship. I did have the Seahawks. I almost lost that one. I was really mad because I had already lost one pick, and I had the Patriots, of course. So coming into this game, I got New England. I think it's going to be a tight game. But I just think the coaching staff is a little bit smarter than the New England coaching staff. I think the Seattle defense is going to play great. I just have never been a fan of the Seattle offensive coordinator, his game planning, and I think that, if you listen to ESPN, you probably heard 1,000 times, the Patriots love to take away what the other team loves to do. Okay, that's fine. You heard that before. What I'm going to tell you, though, is that I think that New England's defense is going to do a much better job of taking things away from Seattle. Green Bay showed a lot of flaws in the Seattle Seahawks offensive game plan. Marshawn Lynch was really the only thing the Seahawks had going for him. Put a lot of pressure on Russell Wilson, fluster him, keep him in the pocket. See, the thing to me that it comes down to is both teams don't really have great offensive wide receivers, okay? Luke Wilson is very capable. He's a plus tight end for Seattle. I think that Gronkowski obviously is the best in the league. Maybe Jimmy Graham's right up there with him, but definitely Gronkowski has had a much larger impact this season. He's the number one tight end in football. The Seattle secondary, good, hard-hitting, they cover well. Right, but New England's not going to be necessarily going to them a lot, okay? What New England's going to be doing is a lot of drag routes. They're going to be doing a lot of short passing, okay? A lot of people are talking about Marshawn Lynch being a dominant back, being a huge back. How's New England going to stop him? Look at LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount is a big boy here, too. And if you're a fantasy football player and you've had any of the New England running backs, you know that they like to switch it up. They do by committee. Okay, so Shane Vereen could be catching short balls out of there. They've got Jonas Gray, they've got Bolden, and they've got LeGarrette Blount. You never know who's going to come up big. People think it's going to be LeGarrette Blount. They may switch it up. New England had, under 5 passing attempts in the second half of the game against the Colts. They have tons of weapons. They have tons of ways to get the ball to those weapons. Hopefully the balls are inflated all the way. I think that the Seattle defense, like I said, they're going to be playing great. The secondary is awesome, but I really don't anticipate New England throwing a lot of 15, 20-yard deep passes like that. I think they're going to keep it all short. They can keep it all contained. If they can't get the running game going, they're going to do quick little dink and dunks to Edelman and Vereen, move the chains, 4 or 5 yards attempt, control the game clock, and go at it. I think on the other hand, Seattle, their offense, like I said, I don't really like the way they call the plays. Yes, Marshawn Lynch has tons of attempts. He had most touchdowns in the league this year. He's up there in the top 5 for rushing yards. But to me, when I watch him, it's just way too... My mustache, look at this side's a little higher than this side. I haven't showered today, so one side's slacking. I'm sorry, I apologize. To me, I just, when Seattle's going to run, to me it's painfully obvious, okay? And if those offensive linemen can't get that first line through, Marshawn Lynch cannot build up that steam that he has going into the second line, going into the linebackers, and that's when he's able to get past arm tackles, get past people trying to hit him up high. Ultimately, I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be tight for most of the game. I think in the fourth quarter, New England goes up by a couple of touchdowns. I got New England by 12 is what I would give. That's the absolute... that's my pick. What I would give, I don't know, it's like at 1 right now, 2 or 3. I think New England by 12 when it's all said and done. Seahawks are a great team, great franchise, great coaching. I'm not a fan of the offensive coordinator, and I think that I trust the Patriots defensive coordinator more than I trust the Seattle offensive coordinator. For me, that's what the game comes down to. Anyways, my team's not in it. Raiders are stinking eggs. Jack Del Rio, I like the hire. I'm not impressed with the coordinators he's brought in. But Jack Del Rio to me is a stepping stone to credibility. What he's going to do is he's going to get us to where, hey, we're winning 7, 8, 9 maybe games a year. He's good for about 3 years. Boot him, boot McKenzie. Now we're a franchise. Now you get Derek Carr coming into his 4th year in the league, ready to take that next step. I don't know. Like I said, Jack Del Rio, I didn't, a lot of people are poo-pooing the hire. I thought he was probably the best we could have did. One of the better coaches we've hired in the last 4 or 5 turns, obviously. Anyways, that's what I think. Like I said, let's have a good Super Bowl. Let's have some entertaining commercials. Thanks for watching my videos all year long. We'll check you next time. Sorry, Seahawks fans. Sorry, Tiffany, Charlene, Gary. Well, Charlene, not really. You're not a Seahawks fan. Crystal, Troy. I'm sorry, Connor, Ava. But I got Patriots winning it.